Hello everyone, it's Sunday afternoon and I'm in Boldon, so I thought West Boldon, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to visit Boldon Cemetery. I think the sun's coming out shortly, so hopefully put some light. It's quite dark in here. But there's the old cemetery chapels there, converted into houses now. I've been here a couple of times. It's only a 5-acre sized cemetery, which was opened in 1872, so I'm going to see if I can see anything that I haven't done on previous videos. But as I was just getting the camera ready, that's a great name, look at that. In memory of Halfdan Sommerfeld Jespersen, born in Norway, January the 11th, 1869, and died at Boldon, January the 6th, that looks like possibly 1998. And then his wife has also died here as well. She was born in Norway, Johan Gunneld Jespersen. Oh, she's not actually buried here. She died in London July the 30th. And that looks like 1929 if I put my torch on. 1929, and her husband died 1919. I don't know anything about this particular couple, but I bet they've got a great story from Norway to Boldon. In memory of Charlotte Simonsen, born in Drammen, November the 16th, 1837, died at Boldon, August the 21st, 1923. So it's possibly that his mother or a wife's mother. But somebody watching this video might know a little bit extra. It's a grand memorial, so obviously had some money. And isn't the footballer from South Shields called Steve Simonsen? So I don't know if that's any relation. And then got in loving memory of Thomas, beloved husband of Jane Alderslade of Townend Farm, East Boldon, died April the 6th, 1915, aged 58 years. Now, there's a big estate just over the hill from Boldon called Townend Farm. So obviously that must have been the farm that was on that place. I'm just guessing. I like when you get the old house names like that. Memory of Thomas Lawson, beloved husband of Margaret Ann Humphrey of Strother House, Usworth, which is part of Washington now. So this particular cemetery covers the people of... It's in South Tyneside, we're in West Boldon, and it was sort of built to cover the likes of West Boldon, East Boldon, Boldon Colliery, and some of the outlying areas. I think some people from Cleed might be buried here as well as at Whitburn. So you get a few mentions of farms and so on. But I've never really looked on this side of the cemetery. We'll have a look over here because we are right next to a golf course. When I was here just after Christmas, I nearly got killed by a... Not killed, but I shouldn't say... I only said killed because I was reading that particular headstone there. Of the memory of Joseph, beloved son of Alan and Margaret Wilson, who was accidentally killed December 17th, 1937, just 15-year-old, just a week before Christmas. So yeah, I nearly got hit by the golf ball. It's on that actual video. I think it's the video called The Cemetery Next to a Golf Course. One of the best things about this place is the lime kilns, which are at the back of the cemetery over the wall. I might see if I've got time, I might have a look over there. And that's in affectionate remembrance of Joseph Elliot, the beloved husband of Anne Elliot of Boldon Colliery, who accidentally lost his life while at work by a fall of stone in number 1 pit at the above colliery, November, I think the 2nd, 1891. He was just 53 years. No chilling winds. I have to kneel down for this. Oh. No chilling winds, no poisonous breath can reach that he at something sure. Look at the side. Sickness and sorrow, pain and death are felt and no more. Sorry, I couldn't read that properly because I'm bent down. So Joseph died at Boldon Colliery. But Boldon Colliery, the actual place, is just, I think, about half a mile from here. I don't know, so he by coincidence, he was at Boldon Colliery. It looks like he died at Boldon Colliery as well. That's Elizabeth Jane Hurst, the beloved wife of James Ridley Hurst, Boldon Colliery again, who fell asleep in Jesus. That's 1888, aged just 38 years. Short was her life, this is her rest. God takes them soonest, whom his loveth best. That life is surely blessed, that doth excel, not in the length of days, but living well. It's rather warm. Again, I'm prepared this time. Well, I haven't got any water, but I'll put sun cream on my head. I got rather a lot of sun yesterday at Ashbrook Sports Club watching the cricket. It's a gorgeous beer garden there. Well, the whole place is a beer garden. There we go, look. There's the golf course. I didn't go very far. Only gone about 70 metres. Wonder what wildlife that is. Great if I saw a fox. Or just birds. That one. There's a few in there. I'm in loving memory of my dear husband, Lieutenant. See, I always get wrong with Lieutenant. Lieutenant in America, Lieutenant in Britain. Lieutenant John George Wilkinson of the DLI. This torch was the worst investment ever. Who died in France of wounds received in action on, I think that's October something, 1917, age just 24 years. So by the age of 24, already been married, his poor wife was a widow. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. So likely he'd be buried in France. I think at the start of the war some people were buried back in the UK, but I think they stopped that because it wasn't very, should say, positive for the population, was it? Seeing all these coffins coming across on trains and through England and on ships across the Channel. In loving memory of George, the beloved husband of Elizabeth Davison. He died December the 9th, 1895, aged 55 years. And that, alas, alas, was his spirit fled, and is my loved one numbered with the dead. And then also Matthew Davison, son of the above, who was drowned at South Shields June the 11th, 1899, aged 35 years. So it says drowned at South Shields, so I don't know if that was like in an accident on the river or on the coast, or if a ship went down off the coast, like many did, especially around Marsden, Suter Point. And then we've got another one here. It's one thing you notice about these graveyard and cemeteries in mining areas in old County Durham, the amount of accident. Look at that, another memory of John William, the dearly beloved husband of Mary Ann Murray, who was accidentally killed at Dunstan Colliery, September the 15th, 1903, aged 31 years. Not lost, but gone before. And also, sadly, it says brother of the above, so I'm guessing that must be Mary Ann's brother, Private James Lewins of the DLI, killed in action December the 31st, 1916, aged just 33 years. He died last day of the year. He did his duty, his end was peace, also the above. Didn't know there was a pit at Dunstan. Dunstan, it's next to Gateshead, opposite the Stair, Newcastle, down by the banks of the Tyne. Glad the sun's come out because it does make it look a lot better. And look at this. John, the beloved husband of Mary Ann Robinson, who was accidentally killed at Marsden Colliery, July the 7th, 1902, aged 37 years. So I've only looked at about, I think, 10 or 11 headstones possibly. I think there's about 3 or 4 mining accidents already. That's a great surname. Trail. T-R-A-I-L-L. Because the pits round here, for the top of my head, was Boldon Colliery. There was one at Whitburn, which I think is also called Marsden. Westow Pit and Shields, Harton Pit in Shields. St Hilda's in South Shields. I think there was one at Jarrow as well, possibly one at Hebburn. Then you had one at Castletown, not far away. Oh my God, look. Oh. Also Joshua, the beloved son of the above, who was accidentally killed at Boldon Colliery on July the 17th, 1899. I'm just guessing, because obviously they wouldn't have been the wealthiest people if you had a coal miner, a pitman, whether they were able to fund these, because that is quite a grand memorial if you think of the cost that would be, where a family who had lost the breadwinner. I think that there was compensation for those killed in accidents. I'm sure I've read some of in the Sunderland stories. I do. Look at that. Andrew Temple of London and Boldon Colliery died 1955. So I wonder what he was doing, going between the two. There's lots of history just in a small cemetery like this. And that path I showed you at the very beginning, that's the one which is covered in blossom. I think it's about May, April each year. It's quite stunning. I'm glad I came down this side, because on my videos I've done here before, I've normally just skirted through the middle, up and down. Oh, look at this one facing the golf course. Lovely memory of Barbara Rose Elphinston. Now, Elphinston's a Scottish surname. Oh, it's a nice breeze, look. There's the golf course. But there's a few golf balls lost in here. My dear mother, Mary Bailey, she died 1910. And this one, oh, I think that's an Edwin Smythe. Yeah, it is. Oh, be your charity, pray for the repose of the soul of Thomas Connolly, the beloved husband of Catherine Connolly. Now, Edwin Smythe features in, I think, nearly all my videos are doing Sunderland cemeteries. He's the mosaicist and letterist. Now, I think of your charity, pray for the repose. I think that's Catholic one. I'm going to come back and take a picture of that. But never seen that one before. And obviously with a name like Connolly, possibly Irish, like the Irish or Scots. Oh, look at that. The sun's fully out now. I'll take some pictures after this. So if you want to see some pictures, go on my Facebook page, Life and Death in a Northern Town, because what I do whenever I visit somewhere, I take loads of photos which don't appear on like the YouTube or even in some of the history societies of posts. I just sort of dump them there as a record so you can get a lot of pictures. Thomas Brown, for 31 years, employee of Boldon Cooperative Society. A gorgeous afternoon. Snaith, Wilson, Walker. William Scott. I tend to keep the videos about just around 18 minutes, just so that I don't split into two. But then again, because I've got a laptop now, I could probably work out how to like put them together so that it's seamless. That's on my list of things to get around to doing. This is the end of the cemetery up here. Isabella Ann, beloved husband of George William Amos of South Wardley Farm. Wardley's over at Gateshead. It's probably maybe 3 mile away. Oh, there's a golf ball. We're going to see it. I wonder if they want it back. This is what happened on the last one. They didn't want it back. I'll throw it over for them if they want it. If not, I'll give it to my mate because he said if you see any, pick them up. That's where they've hit them from, there. See where his lands. Oh, it's gone right miles up there. I don't think they want that. Years since I played golf. I used to be a member of Barnard Castle junior golf back in the early 90s. I can't remember the rules if you go straight in out of bounds, or whether you get a penalty, or whether you have to play from the side. Those lime kilns are just through those. I might do a separate video on them, but I'm going to end the video now because we're up to about 18 minutes. So I just want to leave you with a view of the cemetery. It's a lovely little spot if you're over, so thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like and click on the subscribe. It'll help grow the channel, and I'll see you next time. Take care everyone, bye.